Ooh, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not think that I was gonna be making a Reggie B talking about today's topic. You see, I woke up this morning and the internet, well, it was interneting. And what was the internet interneting on? The Amazing Digital Circus. Now, I am someone who reacts to this over on my other channel, I enjoy it for the most part. Murder drones exist, so it can't be my number one, but it's enjoyable for the most part. And well, like I said, the internet is now mad at the show for a multitude of reasons. And some kind of compound onto others, but we just gonna go through them and I'll give y'all my commentary. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel in the comments. We can have a whole discussion about it. So the first thing that the internet is mad at is the release schedule of the final episode of Amazing Digital Circus. So it's supposed to release on June 4th in theaters. So you have to pay for the initial release. And then about 2 weeks later, on the 19th, it's supposed to release on YouTube and Netflix for everyone to see. And people are mad for two reasons with this. One, because releasing in theaters meaning that for something that you had already been accessing for free, you now have to pay for it. I can understand that because times are hard, right? But at the same time, in 2 weeks, you still get the episode regardless. So it's like, that's inconvenient, but hey, you still get to access it at some point. Literally, video games do early accesses all the time, right? But here's the thing that I can more kind of align with, and that is we live in an age of spoiling culture, where if anyone gets something before anybody else, they have to tell everyone about it so that they can get those likes, they can get those views, they can get all that engagement. And now you have been spoiled. And you could have literally just logged onto Twitter just to see what's going on. And now you're spoiled on the final episode. And so, yeah, I can understand why people are mad at that. Because literally, I like JJK. I got spoiled over so many major deaths, and to the point where I just was like, I have to read the manga week to week and be in the know, or else everything is gonna get spoiled for me. I was trying to be anime only. Can't do it in this day and age. They will spoil everything. So to people who are mad that the June 4th is, there and we're possibly gonna get spoiled, I understand that, right? But you don't gotta worry about the theatrical release spoilers. No, 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 no. You don't gotta worry about that. Because apparently the whole episode was released on Reddit. I've definitely seen a bunch of people talking about its release on TikTok and on Twitter. And I even was able to see a glimpse of the, I guess, final 20 minutes of the episode. Now, granted, I didn't watch any leaks because I, again, react to it. And I like to keep them vanilla. I like to go into it blind, get all the information with y'all in real time. You feel me? But yes, it released, it was leaked, and this is kind of leading into the second point on why people are upset. Because the creative mind behind Amazing Digital Circus is Gooseworks. And upon finding out about the spoilers, she kind of responded with, who cares? And that got people into a tizzy because why are you the creator of the show and you don't care about it being leaked more than I do? And to kind of respond to that, if you've ever paid attention to her time on glitch live streams and stuff, it kind of just seemed her personality type. And also at the same time, she can't do nothing about it at this point. It's already out there. You think she gonna be able to get the internet force and go and snatch it down from everywhere, snatch it out your brain if you don't already seen it? No, it's too late. And then at the same time, it is the finale too. So it's at the end of the show. The show is over at this point. So who cares, bro? It's too late to do anything about it. She ate the L and kept moving. But again, people were pissed about it to the point where they were airing out some crazy stuff and putting allegations against her. I don't know her personally. Like I said, I know her from the actual show and then from glitch live streams. That's it. I don't know her personally. I don't pay attention to her on Blue Sky or on Twitter or on social media. So after seeing all the backlash for the who cares, she deleted that tweet and dropped a response stating, I know people are upset with my response, which is fine, But I kind of wanted to make a cartoon and it ends up being way more trouble than it's worth. I really just can't keep my heart in this anymore. It's gotten too much bigger than me, and I probably shouldn't be the figurehead of it. And that's kind of sad for someone who is very creative and wanted to create something to be receiving all this, backlash over a who cares because someone leaked her work. That's like the thing. Y'all are mad at her for her response to the leaker, but you're not actually mad at the leaker themselves. Like, y'all should be like, who the fuck is this leaker? He a bitch ass nigga. If anyone knows, finds out who he is, da 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 da. But no, you're mad because she just like, it's out. The same with the Avatar: The Last Airbender leakers. That whole movie got leaked. And they were some of them were upset about it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them like, what can we do now? Once it gets on the internet, it's there forever, Even the boys finale, I got pretty much leaks on what was going to happen before it happened. It's just like, well, it's out there. What are you going to do about it? You can't go put a task force together to snatch it down. It's gone. And so they were mad at her for her response. She's now talking about stepping away from it, which again, this is the final episode. So it's like stepping away from it. It's not like anything else is coming. I mean, maybe some merch, come out, maybe a little snippet here and there, but hey, you already pretty much made your money. You dropped your art. People have enjoyed your art for 8 episodes. 9 will be coming out shortly. You stepping away ain't really going to do nothing. Also, the internet is going to be mad for 5 minutes, and then they're going to go move on to the next thing. You don't really have to worry about it. And so the final thing that I was, seeing people mad at, and I just want to recap just over all 3 points, was the first one was the release schedule, the June 4th and June 19th. People didn't like that, right? That was one. Gooseworks' reaction to it being leaked. They are mad at Gooseworks' reaction more so than the leakers themselves. And then the last one is the final episode itself. People are mad at this ending. And I'm not going to lie, we have been seeing a trend of bad endings. I mean, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, The Boys, and now possibly The Amazing Digital Circus. And I say possibly because, again, I have not seen it. I've been seeing like the clips coming down my timeline, but I refuse to watch because, again, I do reactions to this and I don't like giving fake reactions. I got a little bit of integrity about myself. But yeah, people are mad at it, saying that YouTuber Matt Pack had predicted it from the pilot episode and calling it, I think, Soma ending. I still don't really know what that means. And the reason why is because I didn't want to engage with that and see clips or anything or get spoiled by it. I'm trying to dodge these spoilers like The Matrix. It's very hard because, again, there's a lot of discourse and a lot of backlash. And when people are angry about it, they will spit it out. Why did you have Zubo do this? Why did Kinger do this? And you see that just on your timeline. You like, well, fuck. Zubo did what? Kinger got smashed into 1,000 pieces. I don't know if that's actually true. If it is, hey, fire pool. I'm not going to lie to you. Fire guess. But yeah, they are, spouting that. I'm just trying to dodge it. But they said that Matt Pack predicted the ending. And to that accord, I would just be so entertained. And like Glitch and Gooseworks has the opportunity to do literally one of the funniest things possible in this situation. They could literally snatch everybody who is angry about the ending's ankles, have them on the ground crying out of their shoes. They got snatched out their socks if they do this. But it will require a lot of manpower. It will require a lot of late nights. They probably would have been starting this around like episode 7, Imagine if this leak came out and everybody is so upset at the ending in this leak. And then on June 4th or June 19th, people sit down in the theaters. I sit down at my desk and I start watching. And the ending is nothing like what was leaked. They broke y'all ankles. They hit y'all with the bait and switch for the leakers. That would be glorious, I tell you. But again, a lot of resources will go into that. This would cause a lot of discourse, which could negatively affect their final release. But at the same time, if they do that, so much more discourse around that leak, it'll be a fire play. It would be, I think it'll be the greatest finesse of 2026. I would say that much. But that's just kind of where my mind went to. I saw everybody mad about it. It's like, imagine if this leak wasn't real. Y'all would look stupid. And I would just be like, you shouldn't, that's why you shouldn't take some stuff like this that serious. Stuff like this, no. Political stuff, yeah. A lot of other stuff you can take serious, but when it comes to ending the shows and stuff, I'm not about to be too irate, too mad about it. But yeah, that is just kind of the discourse around the Amazing Digital Circus. Again, I watched the show. I've, watched it for a while. I don't engage with the community more than anything that go up in my comment sections. I'm not in the Reddits. I don't know if there's Twitter groups or anything like that. I'm not in it. I'm really not. I might see a cosplayer or someone talking about it on TikTok or Twitter from time to time. But even then, I barely comment or engage with it because one thing about the digital circus that kind of stands true with a lot of things on the internet is it showed out, and blew up, bro. It had a fire first episode, millions upon millions of views, millions upon millions of fans instantly. And when you grow up and blow up like that, there's like inevitability of negativity coming for you. And yeah, it's kind of hitting them, bro. It is hitting them at this point. Like anything, I mean, any kind of media has this, whether it be a content creator, aka Casanat, he blew up. Everyone loved him as he was blowing up. Then a lot of haters start showing up. Anime. If you find any anime that quickly blows up, there are gonna be so many people who are hating on it, bro. Right after, shoot, it don't matter. Movies, it's gonna always happen. But it is what it is. It was kind of inevitable that Digital Circus got to this point. I hope for the best for this final episode. Again, I have not seen it. I hope that people are exaggerating how bad the ending is. I don't know. I really don't know. I know that Kane got deleted in the last one. We're going to have to find out. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to yap about this. I don't think that I can drag this out. I really don't want to drag these out. I just wanted to put it in y'all ear, have a conversation with y'all. Peace.